Welcome to Sportztalk. I'm Bob.
And I'm Amit.
And today we're going to talk about the NFL. So, last Sunday, Amit, there were two games. And what are your thoughts on those? Let's talk about the first game, the Saints and the Rams.
Okay.
Conference finals. Your thoughts?
First of all, I think it was a great game. I really liked it, really enjoyed it. Very close. Saints started winning, but then Rams started playing well and got very close to Saints. Then there was this pass interference call, very controversial.
That was late in the game, right?
Yeah, that was very late in the game.
Where was the game played? Do you remember?
It was played in New Orleans.
Ah, okay.
So, and I mean, all the fans got upset with the refs, and then after that, they went to overtime, and Rams won with a Greg Sirlein field goal.
Okay. And who do you think was the better team that day?
I think Saints played better, actually. Again, they would have won the game if that goal.
Well, who was expected to win the game?
It was 50-50.
Really?
It was a very close game. A lot of people were saying that Rams are going to win, and there was some other people saying the Saints are going to win.
Who were you rooting for?
I was rooting for the Saints, and I actually thought the Saints were going to win.
Mm-hmm.
I was rooting for the Saints because I thought they were going to win because they were the better team, actually. They had a better season, technically.
Mm-hmm.
But I see if I was incorrect. Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, but some people have talked about how the refs, they blew the call on purpose. The idea was to get the Rams, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
The LA represents a bigger market, but that's a pretty big accusation against the NFL. I mean, do you think it actually goes that far? Or
I'm not sure if it was that far. A lot of people are saying that. I'm not 100% sure that the game was like totally rigged, that some people paid to the refs, or that the refs were actually rooting for the Rams.
So you don't think the refs got bribed?
Yeah, I don't think that, but I think maybe the commissioner or somebody told them, hey, if you can make the Rams win, or if you can just make some calls for the Rams, it will be great, because if Rams wins...
So it's kind of like a soft pressure.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
so
telling them...
Roger Goodall's influence, his shadow looms large over the refs. Okay. And then we move on to the Patriots and the Chiefs. I was rooting for the Chiefs.
Yeah. 90% of America was rooting for them.
And then, what did you think of this? Who do you think was the better team in that game?
I think that game, Chiefs, it was a very close game. I don't know actually who played better in that game, but I think Chiefs had a better season than the Patriots.
Okay.
I mean, this wasn't a great season for the Patriots, actually. I mean, they're now in the Super Bowl, but their record was like 11-5. It wasn't like...
But they have so much playoff experience. My friend sent me this meme. It says Tom Brady has won more playoff games than any other quarterback has appeared in playoff games.
It's
so
true.
Who did the Patriots beat before, before the game, the previous week, when they're like, yeah, the Chiefs and the Patriots, and the Chiefs quarterback, what's his name?
Mahomes.
Yeah, he said he's so good, but he's young. And I said, those Patriots, they have so much playoff experience.
I thought about it. I mean, it's his first playoff game in his whole career. This is his second
season.
His second season, and his first season as a starter. It was a great season. 50 touchdown passes in the whole season.
Yeah.
He broke some records and everything. I mean, he's gonna be the next Tom Brady.
I think. And if he can avoid the injury bug,
or the next Peyton Manning.
Yeah, he's gonna
the thing is, he was playing to the quarterback that has more player experience than any other quarterback that has played in this league.
Mm-hmm.
And that was his first playoff game. So it was actually really hard for him, I think, like focusing.
Was his first playoff game or second playoff game?
First, no. Well, technically second one because he used to be a backup quarterback for Alex Smith.
But I mean, who did the Chiefs beat to get to the Patriots?
Season. Oh, they didn't. They had the first week bye because they passed as a number 1 seed.
Well, yes. Okay, so he's got youth, which Tom Brady doesn't have, and he's got mad skill. But at the end of the day, Tom Brady's seen the scenario so many times.
Yeah.
That even
it was another game for him.
Yeah.
Another of a lot of games he's had. But this was the game for Pat Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not that easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I was disappointed to hear the Patriots won, but I was like, man, they know how to. I mean, they know what to do. Bill Belichick. And we talk about experience too. All right, so we have the Rams and the Patriots. How's that game looking?
Great game it's going to be.
Assuming there's no bad calls?
Assuming there are no bad calls, because, again, it wasn't only in the Saints-Rams games the bad calls. There were also a lot of bad calls in the Patriots and Chiefs game. But I think Super Bowl...
It's like Super Bowl, what is it, like 53?
53, it's Super Bowl L3. I think Patriots are winning it. I'm not rooting for them. I don't want them to win. I don't want them to pass my team, the Cowboys, in Super Bowl.
But they have more. They're a lot more experience.
Win. They have more experience than the Rams.
Who's the Rams quarterback?
Jared Goff.
He doesn't have how much. He's pretty young, isn't he?
He's pretty young.
Do the Rams have any experience anywhere else on the field? Like any veteran players who?
Actually, they don't. I mean,
and the coach.
This guy, Aqib Talib.
Mm-hmm.
He's a cornerback. He has some season now in the NFL, but I mean, he's a cornerback.
Yeah.
He's not. I mean, it's a very important position, but it's not a. I mean, it's not the quarterback or a running back or a wide receiver. No.
Yeah.
So you know.
And who's performing at halftime? Notice like Maroon 5. And like they usually have like another group. Like usually they'll have a big band. They'll have like a smaller band that help like playing with them. And
yeah.
Because like one time they had Beyonce and they had Chris Martin and Beyonce. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's in Atlanta, Georgia, so it'll be that's 1 hour ahead of Central Time. This is what Costa Rica is on right now. And okay, and that'll be a week from Sunday. So you think the Patriots are going to win? I'm hoping for an upset, but I agree. I think it's not looking great.
Yeah, and I mean, in the Patriots team, it's not only Tom Brady the one that has way of experience.
Yeah,
they have Julian Edelman, Rob Gronkowski, James White.
Mm-hmm.
They have a team built for playoffs.
Yeah.
So
looking back over the 2018-2019 season, what team surprised you the most, and what team disappointed you the most? Well,
I think the thing that disappointed me the most, they didn't have a bad season at all. Well, no, not at all, but they didn't have that like a great season.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Steelers. Actually, I think they were like the record was like 8-8 or something like that. They didn't got to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually disappointed me a lot. But there's a young running back in that team called James Conner, who, man, he's gonna have.
You said he's
really
young,
career.
okay. But what team surprised you the most?
Actually,
the Browns.
The Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
I mean, no one expected that.
I mean, how many games did they win?
They passed from having
0-18
to having actually a pretty decent season.
Yeah.
And they might get to the playoffs next season. I mean, they
had nowhere to go but up.
But
they won one game and then they won another, and so they actually
they actually had a great season. Browns are looking good for next season with this wide receiver Jarvis Landry, who's actually really good. Uh, rookie running back Nick Chubb.
Okay.
He's actually really good, one of the best running backs in the league right now.
And your Cowboys.
And this quarterback Baker Mayfield, rookie quarterback, he's so good. I mean,
it's his first. Okay, so I guess Cleveland got the first round draft pick.
Obviously, yeah, my Cowboys.
Okay, so I remember talking with you earlier in the fall, and you were disappointed with their play, and then they started to get better. And didn't they make the playoffs?
They did. They got to the divisional round.
Okay, so
against the Rams.
So you were disappointed for a while, and then happily surprised, and then
Cowboys surprised. They got this wide receiver called Amari Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
And they passed from having like a 1-3 record to finishing 10-6.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. But the problem, Cowboys, they are not looking that good for next season, from my point of view, because great wide receiver Cole Beasley, punt returner, kick returner and punt returner, Davon Austin, and one of the best defensive ends in the league, DeMarcus Lawrence. They're all from the Cowboys. Cowboys, I think they're not re-signing them. Ooh. They're just gonna go to the free agency. So I think that's gonna hurt a little bit to the coaching staff and to the team.
All right. Well, I look forward to having another podcast after the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Kind of our follow-up. Hopefully, the Super Bowl will be good. There won't be any controversial calls. Hopefully, the Rams will win. But even if they don't, I hope it's a close game. Everyone likes.
I prefer the Super Bowl to be a close game, and the Patriots win. Then it's a very bad game. Or, if Rams win by a lot, it's okay. Yeah. I want Rams to win. But if it's a very, 7-3 game, I prefer, obviously, the close game.
Now, I remember, I think it was 2 Super Bowls ago or 3. The Patriots were losing. Like, a halftime was ridiculous. So I'm like, this is a no game.
Atlanta Falcons versus Patriots 2016.
And we were making fun of, one of my coworkers who's a big Patriots fan.
Yeah.
And then, man, they came back, and at least the game was good. At least it looked like it was going to be.
It finished in overtime. I mean, I really wanted the Falcons to win in that one, but at least it was a good game.
Yeah.
Like one of the best games.
Yeah.
One of the
best. The next season, the Falcons were horrible.
Yeah.
Really, they didn't make the playoffs, I don't think.
No.
So it's like, oh
and
my
this
goodness.
season, no, Falcons did make the playoffs. Next season, but this season, Falcons.
It's a shame they weren't going to the Super Bowl this season to be able to play in, your hometown. Has that ever happened? I should research that. I doubt. I mean, it's so rare.
Probably it happened once, but I actually don't know. I'm not sure about that.
I gotcha. I was talking to these Austrians, and one guy, I think he's a big Philly in Vienna at a sports bar, and one guy was a big Philly fan.
Yeah.
And I think Philadelphia played a game in London. He tried to get tickets sold out in minutes. But he was telling me that there's talk about an NFL game in Munich, in Germany.
Wow.
So, obviously just an exhibition, but apparently it's more popular than I thought.
Yeah.
But
next season, the international games are only going to be in Mexico and London.
Mexico and London. Okay. Very good. Heck, Mexico, that's closest.
Yeah, very close.
Miami or Mexico? What's closer, Mexico City or Miami?
To what?
To us, Costa Rica.
Oh, to us.
Probably.
I actually think Miami's closer.
Yeah, I think it is too. Okay.
Because the flight to Miami, I think, is 3 hours.
3 hours.
And to Mexico City is 3 hours and a half.
Okay.
Yeah. The other thing, but when you get to Miami, you gotta make that long line. So.
Yeah. Well. The best seat in the house for me is on my couch. All right, folks. Thanks for listening. I'm Bob.
I'm Amit.
And this is Sports Talk.